Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank you for joining us as we commemorate the recently completed and at some point still ongoing renovations of Liberty High School, home of the Patriots. If you think you're going to beat some Amish this weekend, let me hear it. My name is Matthew Bott, and I serve as the CEO of the Greater Issaquah Chamber of Commerce, and I'm honored to help kick off today's ribbon cutting and joining elected leaders, district officials, parents, teachers, students, businesses, and citizens as we mark this special occasion here in the Issaquah School District. We are joined today by a number of elected officials that I'd like to briefly introduce. School Board President Marnie Moraldo. Ann Moore. Lisa Callan. And Suzanne Weaver. We're also joined by Superintendent Ron Peavy. Here he is, Ron. I know Brian Eagle couldn't make it, but he sends his congratulations. I want to recognize and thank Chad Mongadas, our state legislator, for being here for our school board president. Chad, welcome. The business community and the local school district have a very close and important relationship. There are many components that make up a successful community, but without a growing and successful business community and a thriving school system, not much else works. We know that the quality of our school district is one of the leading assets of our community as we recruit new businesses to town and to our region, and it's the responsibility of us all to continue this support. I'd like to say thank you to everybody here and congratulations on behalf of the 500 members of the Issaquah Chamber of Commerce, representing over 50,000 local and regional employees. We are excited for this great work that has happened here at Liberty. I would also like to thank the citizens who consistently and generously support the bonds and levies that fund the critical infrastructure for our school district. Our region and our district, we are incredibly fortunate to have an outstanding team of volunteers, the Volunteers for Issaquah Schools, or VIS, that come together every few years to make the case for continued investment in your education. We are so appreciative of their work. I have been to some of those 7 a.m. meetings that take place about every week leading up to a bond or levy campaign, and I'll tell you what, that campaign team can take on anything. They're fantastic. So with this, I'm pleased to introduce one of the leaders on the board of VIS, Wright Knoll, and many of you know Wright. Wright is the founding partner of Carson Knoll Law Firm and serves as the board of directors of the Issaquah Chamber of Commerce on the board of VIS, and most importantly is a proud Liberty High School coach and father. Please welcome Wright Knoll.
Thank you, Matt. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be here. I've had three of my children go through this school, Wright and Hamilton. I think Romney's back there somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe hiding from me. It's an honor to be here with three different hats, really. I'm a member of the Chamber of Board, on the board of the Chamber of Commerce here for the Issaquah community. And I want you to know how valuable your education is. The difference in my life has come about because of the education that I've obtained. And one of the wonderful things about our education system is that you can go from here and you can become anything. I didn't have the best grades going out of high school, but I graduated in the top 10% of my law school class because of opportunities that were presented by continuing on and getting your education. So education is very dear to me. It's very dear to the business community. That's why I agreed to be a part of VIS. I'm not the president. In fact, the president is here. Don, if you could raise your hand. Don Piszek is the president of VIS. VIS's job, Volunteers for Issaquah Schools, job is to help pass bond issues. The bond that funded this renovation was passed in 2012. School districts all around us were having bond failures at the time. And thanks to the community that we're a part of, our bond passed with a 70% pass rate, which was spectacular at that time. We really appreciate the community for coming together and doing that for us. Finally, I'm a coach here. I brought my shirt. And this is the attire I wear when I'm coaching wrestling here. I encourage any of you that are interested, well, I have a moment and a microphone, to come out for the wrestling team. We're going to be very good this year. But it's not just the wrestling team. I love the community. I love that we have as long a lines to get into theater programs as we do into movie theaters. I love that we have students here that are going to national competitions in DECA and being successful. I love that our coaching programs have a greater desire than winning, but they also have the desire to build a foundation of youth that look up to and expect to do well in their life past high school. It's an honor to be a part of this community, and I'm honored to send my children here. I had the privilege of working with Dr. Almy on the scheduling issue. We love our unique scheduling issue, and I worked with him closely, and it's my privilege to introduce him as the new speaker.
Thank you, Ray. I was asked to come here today and talk a little bit about the new facility, and there's nobody who really understands and lives and breathes and eats and just everything the new facility like the students and staff here at Liberty High School. It really is an amazing facility, and the people who are in front of me right now got to see it every single day. Before I talk about just a few of the attributes of that, I do want to thank the VIS, the school board, the cabinet, and really at the core of this facility right here, which is all of the voters in the Issaquah School District who voted for the new Liberty High School, and Jay Cooper, the new stadium, which is still on its way. We'll talk about that later. All of that stuff costs money, and for all of those voters, for the school board, the cabinet, all of those people, they deserve a huge round of applause. Thank you so much for your support. I remember my first year as principal here, and this place right over here was, these windows weren't here. You could walk through it. This was dirt. It was all sectioned off with temp fencing, and I remember walking into the theater, and it was just this blank concrete slab. It was, I had just become principal. It was July of 2012, and walking through that building and looking around, this building here was still the old building, and thinking, I can't envision what it's going to look like, but I know it's going to be pretty special when it's done. And with each of the phases, with the PAC here, with the Commons, gyms, admin and counseling, DECA, El Cafe, and then with the last phase, the 500, 600 wing, as it went along, we started to see what it was going to look like and what it was going to be. And as we got to go into those spaces, I think we can all agree that they've been really special, and they'll continue to be special even when you all go off to college and do all the fabulous things that you're going to do. People who will come through the school get to experience that, so it's a pretty special thing. One thing that I wanted to touch on that I've never seen before in the construction of a high school that happened here at Liberty, I think we're really pioneers with this. A group of students last year, along with Bassetti Architects, designed a hydroponic and green wall that will go in the back of the school here in the next few months. So it was really a partnership between high school students and architectural firms and capital projects all coming together to build part of the facility. And I don't think you see that very often. Maybe we've never seen that before, but it happened here at Liberty High School. Maybe even that's a first, and I think that's really cool. So a round of applause for the student body of Liberty High School. And without further ado, I'd like to turn it back over to Matt, and we will get on to the festivities of the day.
Thank you, Dr. Almy. So what have we learned today? It takes a community to make a school excellent, and that includes all of you. We learned you can join the wrestling team. You come on out this winter. And we learned that we're really proud of you guys. We are really proud of what you do here at Liberty. I would like to, there's one introduction I forgot, and I want to introduce your school board president, Connie Fletcher, from the State Board. Connie, if you could wave, thank you for being here. From the State Board of Education in Washington. And before we cut the ribbon, I'd like to introduce to you your school board president, Mrs. Marty Moraldo.
Thank you. Before we cut the ribbon, I just wanted to take a few moments and say how excited I am at the opportunities you guys will have in this facility, and thankful to the voters that they provided for the bonds and for the funds to be able to do this. But our biggest concern as a board is what the end result is, and the end result is your education and what you can do not only now, but in your life beyond this. So I'm very excited about a beautiful PAC center, about the science classrooms, about the library, of just the environment of opportunities that these educational spaces are for you, and for you to be able to achieve your best. And I am excited about what the Patriots here are going to be able to do. Just watching, as trying to drive and pick up my son who goes here, you know, with all of the construction that's going on, it's very exciting to see it done, and exciting to come to events here at the PAC and to come to games in what will soon be a great stadium as well. So we're so excited, and go Patriots!
Thank you, Monica. So if our delegation here wants to come forward. Two, three.
Thank you so much to everybody who could make it out today. I also want to say thank you to teachers who, it was not a requirement to bring your classes down and to let them out of class. But students, give a round of applause for your teachers who brought you down here. And with that, we can head back to class. I will see you guys at the assembly today to kick off homecoming. And if you are a community member, if you're a school board member, if you're a cabinet member, if you're anybody that doesn't have to go to class and you'd like to get a tour of the school, hang around here for about 5 minutes and we'll do that. So everybody else, back to class. Have a